Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bavarogina Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtage Namaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Parityajya Maunam Vatadastitincha Vrajan Bharatasya Pradeshat Pradesham Madhusyandi Vacha Janan Dharma Margenayan Shri Jayendro Gururbati Chitte Namama Shankaran Vakya Vijayendra Saraswati Shri Gurum Tishtamar Garunetaram Sanmati Pradam Sadguru Charanaravindaabhyan Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. So in SrimadBhagavatam, we are seeing the first skanda, third adhyaya, different avatars of Bhagavan. Normally we think Bhagavan has got Dashavataras. But Dashavataras is not the only list. So here, even in Bhagavata, they enlist about 24 plus 1, 25 avatars, and they say the 25 avatars are not the only list. Bhagavan has got innumerable avatars. We all have aspects of Bhagavan in us as Vishwarupa. Sahasrasirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshas, Sahasrapad. Everything is the glory, the avatara of Bhagavan. We need to understand that. However, SrimadBhagavata enlists about 24, 25 avatars so that we can learn about them. And there are going to be stories detailing about all these avatars. In that, we have finished a couple of avatars earlier. Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibihi Sambhutam Shodashakala Madhav Loka Sisrikshaya Yasyambasi Shayanasya Yoganidram Vitanvataha Nabhikradambujadasit Brahma Vishwasrijam Patihi Yasyavayava Samsthanaihi Kalpito Lokavistaraha Tadvai Bhagavato Rupam Vishuddham Sattamurjitam Pashyantyado Rupa Madabrachaksha Sagasrapadoru Bhujananadbhutam Sagasramurtha Shravanakshi Nasikam Sagasra Maulyambara Kundalollasat Etan Nanavataranam Nidanam Bijamavyayam Yasyam Shamshena Srijyante Devatiryang Naradayaha. These 5 shlokas, we have seen about the Vishwarupa of Bhagavan. Bhagavan as Virad Purusha, Paurusham Rupam, Paurushavatam, Purushavataram. Sahasrapa Pashyantyado Rupa Madabrachaksha Sagasrapadoru Bhujananadbhudam Sagasramurtha Shravanakshi Nasikam Sagasramaulyambara Kundalollasat. Bhagavan is nothing. Bhagavan is nothing but all of us, all of our faces are Bhagavan's face. Sagasrapadoru Bhujananadbhudam Sagasrapada Uru Bhuja Anana Adbhudam. And we saw about the Varnashrama Vyavastha. Why the Pada, the feet, Uru, the thighs, Bhuja, the shoulders, and Anana, the face of Bhagavan are explained. And then we saw Sayeva Prathamam Devaha Kaumaram Sargamashutaha Chachara Duscharam Brahma Brahmacharyam Akhanditam. The Sanakadi Manasa Putras of Brahma are one of the avatars of Bhagavan. Dvitiyam tu bhavayasya rasatala gatam mahim uddharishyan upadatta yajnesha saukaram vapuhu. The entire world, earth has gone into the Patala Loka. The entire earth has gone into the Patala Loka. Hiranyaksha was the Asura. And Bhagavan has taken the form of a Sukara. Sukarana Varaha, a pig. And then he Uddharisyan Upadatta. He brought forth the entire earth. In the Varaha, there is this conversation between Varaha and Bhumi Prati. In Varaha Avatara, there is a beautiful conversation between the Varaha and the Bhumi Prati. That is where the famous Varaha Charama Shlokam is present. Charama means end. Charama Shlokam means the end shloka. Right. What is the end shloka? We say Bhagavad Gita, there is a Charama shloka. What is the Charama shloka of Bhagavad Gita? Sarva dharmanu parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyaha mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Says Bhagavan. So that is the Charama shloka. In the same way, there is this Varaha Charama shloka. So in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, this Varaha Charama shloka is very, very important. But then there is this Rama Charama shloka. The three Charama shlokas are very, very important in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Tyajantyante kalebaram. Those who people, when a person dies, whatever the person thinks, he is going to get the same janma. He is going to get the same rupam in his next janma. That is the Charama shloka. That is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. Right. So, but the problem is we cannot control what we are going to think in the next janma, in our last time. When the Jivatma is leaving the body, we cannot control. Right? Because we cannot even control our mind when we have the fullest capacity. We will be sitting and listening the class, but our mind might be somewhere else. Chanchalam hi manaspartha, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So there is this huge problem, right? Because I don't know, I cannot control my mind. And Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, hey, whatever you think in your, during the time of Deha Viyoga, that is what is going to dictate your next janma, says Bhagavan in Gita. It is called as Antima Smriti. Antima, meaning, towards the end, fag end, Antima Kalam. Smriti means to remember. So, Antima Smriti is very, very important. அதனால்தான் ஆழ்வார் சொல்றார் அப்போதைக்கு இப்போதே சொல்லி வைத்தேன், because I don't know whether I will be telling your nama when I leave my body. So I am going to tell your nama now. அப்போதைக்கு இப்போதே சொல்லி வைத்தேன் அப்படிங்கிற. But that raises a question in all of us. What if we miss that? It seems like a chance, right? It is a chance. Because we don't know when our body, we are going to leave our body. Nammalvar says, Minnin nilayila mannuyir aakkaigal அப்படிங்கிற. Even for a minnal, for a lightning, we can tell, okay, if the lightning has started, it is going to last for these many microseconds. We can tell. But for human, we cannot tell. The human body, the human life, it is even more temporary than a lightning, says Alvar. Minnin nilayila mannuyir aakkaigal. So, what if I don't remember Bhagavan? What if I don't do Antima Smriti? For that, Sri Varaha Peruman says, hey, if the Bhakta does not remember the Bhagavan, I will remember the Bhakta. Aham smarami madbhaktam nayami paramangatim. Aham smarami madbhaktam. If he does not remember me, I will remember the Bhakta and give them moksha. Says Varaha in the Varaha Charama Shlokam. So, that much importance this Varaha has got. And then there is some Rama Charama Shlokam. We will see that when we see Rama Avatara. So, that is the Yajnesham, Yajnavaraha Swami. Yajnam Varaham Vapu. And then he is going to say about the third avatara, Tritiyam Rishi Sargancha Deva Rishitvam Upetya Saha Tantram Satvatamachashta Naishkarmyam Karmanam Yataha. As the third avatara, we always have to add the number 1 because Vishwa, Purusha avatara, he has already told, but it is not being taken into account here because Purusha is everything, right? So always add +1. So, Tritiyam Rishi Sargancha Deva Rishitvam Upete Saha Tantram Satvatamachashta Naishkarmyam Karmanam Yataha. In the third avatara as Narada, people translate the shloka as Pancharatram. Narada gave out Pancharatra. You know, Vaishnava Agamas, there are twofold Agamas. In Shaiva, there are 28 Agamas. In Shakta, there are 64 Agamas. 64 plus 1, 65 Agama, 65 Tantras. In Vaishnava, there are majorly 2 Agamas, Vaikhanasa Agama and Pancharatra Agama. Pancharatra is also called as Narada Pancharatra because it is revealed to Narada over 5 days. Pancha means 5, Ratra means Ratri. Over 5 nights, the Agama was revealed to Narada. Narada propagated it. So people translate, Tantram as Pancharatra Tantram, but that is not the actual meaning. The actual meaning is Bhakti Tantram. Because Narada, he has written a great Bhakti Sutra, Narada Bhakti Sutra. Satvasmin Paraprema Swarupa, where Narada defines Bhakti as the highest form of love. You know, Narada Bhakti Sutra itself, Narada discusses what is the definition of Bhakti. There is another sutra called as Shandilya Bhakti Sutra. How does Shandilya defines Bhakti? Swarupanusandhanameva Bhakti defines Shandilya. But Narada defines Bhakti as Satu Asmin Para Prema Swarupacha. It is the highest form of love one can have. That is called as Bhakti. So that is the Tantram Satvata Machashta, because only when you follow Bhakti Sutra, the next pada will come. Naishkarmyam karmanam yatah. Nishkama karmam is possible only in Bhakti. So, Narada, as Narada Swarupa, he has propagated Bhakti. And Turye Dharmakala Sarge Naranarayana Vrishi Bhutvatmopasamopetam Akarot Duscharan Tapaha. In the fourth avatara, Bhagavan has taken birth as Nara Narayana Rishi. 2 avatars combined as one. In Badrinath, Naranarayana. And Tapaha. How to do tapas? Because in Badrinath, both Nara and Narayana, they do tapas. Tapas on the Ashtakshari Mahamantram. So that is what the Nara Narayana Avatara does. In Bhagavata, in this class itself, we will see about all these avatars because in every avatara there will be a stotra. Yajnavaraha stotram is there. So there will be, the Bhakta will chant a shloka for that avatara. When we see those shlokas, we will see very, 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 very briefly about those avatars. And now we are going to see new avatars. Panchamah Kapilo Nama Siddesha Kala Viplutam Provacha Suraye Sankyam Tattvagrama Vinirnayam. Panchama, the fifth avatara in this list is Kapila Avatara. Kapila Tanurititvam Devahutyai Nyagadi. You know, Kapilopadesha is very, 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 very famous in SrimadBhagavatam. Kapila does Upadesha of Bhagavad Swarupam of Sankhya philosophy to his mother called as Devahuti. Kapila Tanurititvam Devahutyai Nagadi. In Narayaniyam, this is the end of the 10 shlokas. Kapilopadesha Dashakam is present in Narayaniyam. And all the 10 shlokas will end like this. Kapila Tanurititvam Devahutyai Nagadi. So Kapila has introduced a philosophy called as Sankhya philosophy, which is in fact very, 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 very close to the atom theory that we currently study. You know, one atom combines with another atom. Anu, Dvyanu, Triyanu, all these things Kapila has already told. And that philosophy is called as Sankhya philosophy. And it deals about the universe. Tattvagrama Vinirnayam. There are 36 tattvas. Depending upon which school of philosophy you follow, there are 26 tattvas, 36 tattvas, etc. are there. Tattvatrayam, and then only one tattva. So it describes the universe. It describes the physical aspects of the universe. Evolution of matter. How does material matter come forth? Big Bang theory and all has been explained in the Sankhya philosophy. And then sixth avatara, Shashtamatrera Patyatvam Vritah Prapto na Suyaya Anvikshikim Alarkaya Prahladadibhya Uchivan. As the sixth avatara, he takes the avatara of Dattatreya as son of Anasuya. Sashtamadrera Patyatvam Vritaha Praptaha Anasuyaya. As the son of Anusuya, Atri and Anasuya, that is why he is called as Dattatreya, Atri, Atreya. Sashtam Atrehe Apatyatvam, Atri Maharshi. Anvikshikim Alarkaya Prahladadibhya Uchivan. And he instructed Prahlada, etc. Prahlada was Sishya of Dattatreya. He instructed Prahlada, etc. on Atma Tattvam. We all know Dattatreya. Three-faced Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra Swarupam. Born to Atri and Anasuya. In SrimadBhagavatam itself, it is going to come later, after Dashamaskanda, Ekadasha, Dwadasha Skanda, etc. A huge Gita, Bhikshu Gita, or Dattatreya Gita is going to come. And in that, the Dattatreya as Avadhuta talks about his 24 gurus, who are the gurus of Dattatreya. He talks about the 24 gurus of, SrimadBhagavatam talks about the 24 gurus of Dattatreya, which has been captured in Srimad Narayaniyam as well. So Dattatreya is one of the avatara of Bhagavan. Chatasaptama akutyam ruchehe yajñobhya jayata sa yamadhyaihi suraganaihi apat swayambhuvantaram. Saptama, then as the seventh avatara, he incarnated as Yajna, as Yajnesha. This is an avatara which is not known widely. We know about Yajna, the karma called as Yajna, but there is an avatara called as Yajna. And he is born to Ruchi and Akuti. Tata Saptama Akutyam Ruchehe. Ruchi is the father, Akuti is the mother, and he is born to them as Yajna, a son called as Yajna. Ruchehe Yajnobhyajayata. What did he do? Sa yamadhyaihi suraganaihi apat swayambhuvantaram. Right now, we are in Vaivashvata Manu. Vaivashvata Manvantaram. Vaivashvata Manvantare Ashtavimshatitame Kaliyuge Pratame Pate Jambu Dvipe Bharatavarshe Bharadakande Meloho Dakshine Parshve Sagapte Yasman Vyavaharike. In our Sankalpa, we chant, right? So we say Vaivashvata Manu. Like that, you have Yuga, you have Chatur Yuga, and then certain number of Chatur Yuga will form a Manvantaram. Like that, there are 14 Manvantarams. In previous Manvantaram, called as Swayambhuva Manu, Swayambhuva Manvantaram, the first Manvantaram, Swayambhuva, Swarochisha, all the detailed list we will chant during the Mahasankalpam of Avani Avattam. During the Mahasankalpam of Avani Avattam, all the names of 14 Manus will be chanted. During the time of Swayambhuva Manu, Bhagavan is born to Akuti and Ruchi, the Maharishi Ruchi and his wife Akuti. And he became Indra, because when you do 100 Ashwamedha Yajna, you can become Indra. Indra is a post. There will be several Indras. Even Brahma is a post. Brahma is a post. Vyasa is a post. So all these things will come. Currently Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma is there. Right? Next Brahma is going to be Hanuman. Next Veda Vyasa is going to be Ashwatthama. So all these things are posts. They are not people. So Indra is also a post. The post of Indra will vary. If I do 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas today, then I will become Indra tomorrow. That is why when people do Yajna, Tapas, etc., Indra will come and disturb, because they don't want them to do the Yajna, because if they finish all their Yajnas, then they are going to be a competition for his post, right? So in the Swayambhuva Manu, this Yajna is the avatar of Bhagavan, which became the Indra. Ashtame Menu Devyam tu Nabherjata Urukramaha Darshayan Vartma Dhiranam Sarva Sharma Namaskritam. So in the 13th shloka, 8th avatara, Bhagavan became Rishabha Deva. He is born to Meru Devi and Nabhi. Nabhi is the king. Meru is the mother. Nabhi is the father. Meru is the mother. Ashtame Meru Devyantu Nabherjata Urukramaha Darshayan Vartma Dhiranam Sarvashrama Namaskritam. Sarva Ashrama Namaskritam. In fact, this is the Rishabha Deva who is considered to be the founder of Jainism. In Jainism, Rishabha Deva is the first Tirthankara, right? Bhagavan, Rishabha Deva is a Swarupam of Bhagavan Narayana. He did not make another religion, right? So he performed a lot of tapas. That is why if you see even now, Jainism, ahimsa is their supreme goal. They will not even eat any roots. Because if you take out the roots, it is himsa. You are killing a plant, right? So that much supreme ahimsa they followed. And after so many years, it all started as an offshoot of Sanatana Dharma, an offshoot of Vaidika Dharma. But then later it became a separate religion for namesake. But if you go into their temple, if you see their worshipping practice, they will be following very closely to our Dharma, Vaidika Dharma. But they just call themselves as Jains, a separate religion. But it is not a separate religion. It is an offshoot of our Sanatana Dharma. Right? They follow Chaturmasya. You know, right now we follow this Chaturmasya period. Right? Jains, every Jain will follow the Chaturmasya period. Jains will have the same festivals as us. You know, they will celebrate Deepavali. They will celebrate all of our Sankranti, all of our festivals. So they are not somewhere different. Rishabhadeva, who is the first Tirthankara, is an avatar of Bhagavan. But because it came so many years ago, later it formed as a sect. And then they claim, politically they became a separate religion. But philosophically, they are not a separate religion. Ashtame Merudevyantu Nabherjata Urukramaha Darshayan Vartma Dhiranam Sarvashrama Namaskritam. 14th shloka. Rishibhir Yachito Beje Navamam Parthivam Vapuhu. Dugdhe Mamoshadhir Vipraha Tenayam Sa Ushattamaha. So in the 14th shloka, Navamam, Ninth Avatara, he became a king called as Prithu. That is why Kunti Devi is called as Prithu. Arjuna is called as Parthiban. Parthiba is the name of Arjuna because he is Prithu Vamsham. Right. So Bhagavan's avatara as Prithu Maharaja, one of the forefathers of Arjuna. Why Rishibhir Yachito Beje? Because of the request from Rishis. Why did Rishis request not? Dugdema Moshadhir Vipraha Tenayam Sa Ushattamaha. Lots of treasures are hidden in the surface of the earth. And this Prithu Maharaja came and he unleashed all the resources of earth. Probably he was an archaeologist. இந்த புதையல்லாம் தேடுறதும்பா இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி பூமிக்குள்ள இருக்கின்ற புதையல்கள், நிறைய வெல்த்த அந்த பிருத்து மகாராஜா வெளியில் எடுத்துன்னு வந்தார். ரிஷிபிர் யாச்சிதோ பேஜே நவமம் பார்த்திவம் வபுகு துக்தேமாம் ஓஷதீர் விப்ராஹா தேனாயம் ச உஷத்தமஹா. ரூபம் ச ஜகுர்ஹே மாத்ஸ்யம் சாக்ஷுஷோததி சம்ப்ளவே நாவ்யாரோப்ய மஹீமையாத் மஹீமையாம் அபாத்வைவஸ்வதம் மனும். During the Chakshusha Manvantara, previously we saw about Manvantara. Currently we are in Vaivashvata Manvantara. Previously we saw another Manvantara. Swayambhuva Manvantara. In Shloka 12, we saw about Swayambhuva Manvantara. In Shloka 15, they are going to talk about another Manvantara called as Chakshusha Manvantara. Remember, we have got days. 7 days will constitute 1 week. 2 paksha. 1 paksha is 15 days. 2 paksha will constitute 1 month. 12 or 13 months will constitute 1 year. And then we have 60-year cycle. Right? Like that, so many number of years, 432,000 years is Kali Yuga. 432,000 years is Kali Yuga. Half of that is previous Yuga. Half of that is previous Yuga. Half of that is previous Yuga. All these things is considered as one Chatur Yuga. Likewise, several thousand Chatur Yugas will constitute Manvantaram. Likewise, there are 14 Manvantarams are there. Remember, our Indian cosmology is huge. This is another Manvantaram called as Chakshusha Manvantaram. This avatara happened in Madurai. This avatara happened in Madurai, Matsyavataram. You know, in this avatara is being told in Narayaniyam as well. For a Pandya Raja, this avatara happened. Rupam sa jagruhe matsyam. Chakshushodadhi samplave. Matsya. Bhagavan took the avatar of Matsyavatara when there was a huge deluge. And Bhagavan, he directed the Pandya Manna, the Pandyan king, towards a safe place, so that once the deluge subsides, the earth can be repopulated. Navyaropya mahimayam apad vaivasvatam manum. So that is what this Bhagavan has did. And he saved the Vaivasvata Manu as well. During the time of Chakshusha Manu, the Vaivasvata Manu was about to be killed in the deluge, and Bhagavan saved the Vaivasvata Manu, and he later became the Vaivasvata Manu. Right. And then 16th shloka. Surasuranam udadhim mathnatam mandarachalam dadre kamatharupena prushthe ekadashe vibhuhu. So first is Matsyavatara, right? Second, we are going to see about Kurmavatara. இதுக்கப்புறம் தான் நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச அவதாரமே கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் வருது. Surasuranam udadhim mathnatam mandarachalam. Udadhi means an ocean. Udakam dadadi iti udadi. Udakam means water. We get water because of ocean, right? Ocean water becomes cloud that comes and rains, gives us water. So that is why ocean is called as Udadhi. Udakam dadhati iti Udadhi. Mandarachalam. You know, Mandara Malai is there. And then Matnatam. Matnatam na kadayaradu, to churn out. Who are churning out? Sura Asuranam. Sura Suranam. You know, the Devas are in one end, Asuras are in the other end. They started churning the Parkadal because they wanted Amritam. But what happened? As they started churning, the Parkadal, the Mantaramalai, it started to fall down. Right, Mantaramalai, it started to falling down. And Bhagavan took the avatara of a Kurma. Tadre Kamatharupena. Kamatha is Kurma. Kamatharupena Prushthe Ekadashe Vibhu. As the 11th avatara, Bhagavan took the avatara of a Kurma. He held the Mantaramalai on his back, Prushthe, on his back, so that Devas can get the Amritam. The next avatara, Dwadasham, the 12th avatara is also related to Amritamathanam. So we will finish with that. Dhanvantaram Dwadashamam Trayodashamevacha Apayayat Surananyan Mohinya Mohayan Striya. In fact, the 12th and 13th avatara is told in one shloka. The 12th avatara, Bhagavan came forth as Dhanvantari. Who is Dhanvantari? Dhanvantari who held the Amrita Kalasha and came forth from the Parkadal. Dhanvantaram Dwadashamam. The 12th avatara is Dhanvantari avatara. Trayodasham, the 13th avatara, Mohinya Mohayan Striya. Bhagavan took the avatara as a Mohini. If you see in Devi Bhagavata or Lalitopakyana. Lalitopakyana starts with the Mohini avatar of Vishnu. Ekaiva Shaktihi Parameshwarasya Bhinnaschaturda Viniyogakale Bhoge Bhavani Samareshu Durga Kopeshu Kali Purusheshu Vishnuhu. Say Shloka, there is no difference between Ambal and Vishnu. Mahapariva tells about this a lot in Deivathin Kural. How there is a samyam between Mahavishnu and Ambal. Mahavishnu has got Shanka and Chakram. Ambal also has got Shanka Chakram. Mahavishnu is called as Narayana. Narayani is not Lakshmi. Narayani is Ambal. Narayani Namostute. அப்படிங்கிறது Ambal. Vishnu Durga. அப்படின்னு பேர் இருக்கு. The shloka says, Ekaiva Shaktihi Parameshwarasya. The one Shakti of Parameshwara, if it takes the Purusha form, it becomes Mahavishnu. If it takes the Stri form, it becomes Ambal. In Ramayana, there is a very crucial part where Rama has been asked to go to Vanavasa, and Sita Devi says, I am going to come with you. I am going to come along with you. Rama says, no, nothing happened. Because my father did not ask you to go to Vanavasa. My father only asked me to go to Vanavasa, so I am going to go. And you have to do Sisrusha for my mother and father, so you should not come. And in forest, it is going to be very, very dangerous. But Sita said, nothing doing. I am going to come. So they are arguing. That Sita speaks some very harsh words. Mahapariva says, why that happens? Right? So we have to remember, Vishnu is Ambal's avatara. So naturally, Sita has to be an avatar of Parameshwara. Right? So Rama is an avatar of Ambal. Sita has to be an avatar of Parameshwara. Right? Mahapariva tells this in Deivathin Kural. He quotes from some other Vyakhyanam. Why did Ravana took Sita? That's the question. Why? Because Ravana is a great Shiva Bhakta. And previously, Ravana tried to take the entire Kailasa to keep in his Sri Lanka, which did not happen because of Ambal. Right. So now, when Rama and Sita were taking the avatara as Rama and Sita, when Shiva and Parvati took the avatara as Rama and Sita, Ravana somehow smelled that. And he took Parameshwara, he took Sita, who is Parameshwara, to Sri Lanka, and he wanted Parameshwara to stay there for 14 years. There is another Vyakhyanam like that. Right. So this is going to happen. Ravana Vadam has to happen. And Ravana Vada can happen only if Sita comes out. Ravana Vada can happen only when Sita comes out. And this Rama is not taking Sita out. So Sita says, hey, I thought my father got me married to a man. I thought my father got me married to a man. But you are like a woman in man's body. Striyam Purusha Vigraham. You cannot tell that to a husband. But Sita tells that. Mahapariva says, hey, Sita is not disrespecting Rama, but Sita is slowly telling Rama the secret only these two guys knew. Hey Rama, you are Striyam Purusha Vigraham. You are Ambal in Purusha Vigraha as Rama. Mohini Avatara. You are Ambal in Rama's Avatara. Previously, there was a guy called as Ravana who has churned the, who has disturbed the Kailasa Parvata, and you came and you did Alinganam because you were so scared. And you have a grudge against this Ravana, now it is a right time to kill Ravana, but it will happen only if I go out. So Sita is reminding Rama of their avatara noka, says Mahaperiva, of the reason for avatara. That is why Sita uses the words Triyam Purusha Vigraham. So this Mohini is nothing but Ambal, Lalita Para Bhattarika. That is how the Lalitopakhyanam itself starts. The first episode of Lalitopakhyanam is Mohini Avatara. And we see how Narayana took Mohini Avatarana because he is a great Ambal Upasaka. And when you do Ambal Upasana, you become Ambal. Pavanitwandase. In the Shloka Saundarya Lahari, Acharya says, if somebody wants to worship Ambal Bhavani, he wanted to say Bhavani Twandase Mai Viharati Drishtim Sakarunam Iti Stotum Vanchan Bhavanitvam Itiyaha. Hey Bhavani, I am your Dasa. This is what he wanted to say. So you have to please shower your Karuna on me. This is what this guy wanted to say. So he started his Shloka Bhavanitwandase. He started. Ambal only heard Bhavanitvam. The moment she heard Bhavanitvam, she thought that, okay, she wants my form, Bhavanitvam. And then she will give her form to him. So in the same way, because Narayana did Ambal Upasana, Narayana became Bhavani. That is why the Lavanyam of Mohini Ambal, Lavanyam of Ambal came to Narayana during the Mohini Avatara. And during the Vaikuntha Ekadasi festival in Srirangam, that is the important festival. You know that just the day before Vaikuntha Ekadasi, Narayana becomes Mohini. Mohini Avatara is the must-see Avatara in Srirangam. We have strayed a lot. Let's come back. So it's Dhanvantaram Dvadashamam Dhanvantaram Dvadashamam Trayodashamam Evacha Apayet Suranyanyane Mohinya Mohayan Striya. So Bhagavan has taken this avataram of Mohini, where he deluded all the asuras, because she gave amritam to devas. She gave she did not give amritam to all the asuras. So this is the 12th avatara of Bhagavan. The 12th and 13th avatara of Bhagavan. We are going to see all the other avatars. All the famous avatars are going to come. Narasimham, Vamanam, Ramam, Parashuramam, all the avatars are going to come later, which we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thanks a lot. Nama next class Papam. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.